Namaste Bitya, myself Javier Neha Saini from Physiotherapy and Diagnostics. Here I am going to tell you about the anatomy of the epithelium, the histology of the epithelium. Epithelium arises from the three germ layers, that is ectoderm, endoderm and the mesoderm. It is the crowded of cells which are avascular and richly innervated. These cells lies on the basement membrane as shown in the figure. There is a basement membrane and this is line and covering the epithelium. This receives the nutrition from the underlying connective tissue under higher power of regeneration. So position of the epithelium is on the surface where it is known as surface epithelium. It also covers the surfaces and lines the body cavities. It also forms the glands. It forms receptors and contractile function also in case of myoepithelium. So this is the classification of epithelial tissue in which we have classified epithelium into two types, that is simple and compound. In some books there is third type, that is pseudo-stratified epithelium is also mentioned. So in nutshell we can classify epithelium into three types, that is simple, pseudo-stratified and compound epithelium. Simple epithelium is further classified as squamous, cubical and columnar. Then compound epithelium is again divided into stratified and transitional epithelium. Stratified is again divided into stratified squamous, stratified cuboidal epithelium. Stratified squamous epithelium can be keratinized, non-keratinized. So this is the diagram for all the types of epithelium. Now first we discuss about the simple squamous epithelium. So in this we have to mention about their structure, function and location. In the structure we mentioned that it contains one layer of flat cells with flat nuclei and which is resting on the basement membrane, and the function is it gives a smooth surface for easy movement and thin surface that helps for the exchange of gases and liquids. And the location is it is found in the endothelium, that is lining the cardiovascular system, that is CVS, alveoli of lung, mesothelium, parietal layer of Bowman's capsule for the filtration of the blood. And for diagram you have to draw this pink colored diagram. This is the handmade diagram for the simple squamous epithelium. You have to draw these kind of cells which are very flat and the flat nucleus is found in these cells. This is simple squamous epithelium. Then next is simple cuboidal epithelium. The structure is one layer of cubical cells with central rounded nuclei, and these are found in thyroid follicles, convoluted tubules of the kidney, acini of the exocrine glands. Function is reabsorption and secretion. So this is the cuboidal epithelium and the diagram is the square-like cells with centrally placed nucleus. Next is simple columnar epithelium. In this the structure is one layer of columnar cells. Columnar cells mean these are tall cells, their length is more, just double than the breadth, and the function is secretion absorption. The location is digestive system, that is lining the stomach, intestine, gallbladder, pancreatic and bile ducts. Then the subtype in this is columnar cells with goblet cells. These are modified columnar cells which secrete mucus and they are found in small and large intestine having vacuoles. Then simple columnar cells with cilia. This is ciliated columnar cells. It includes cilia on their free surface and it is found in the uterus, fallopian tube and bronchioles of the lung. In the fallopian tubes they help for the movement of the ova. In the bronchioles of the lung they move the secretion to upper part of the respiratory tract. Then the next type of the epithelium is pseudo-stratified epithelium. It can be ciliated, non-ciliated. In case of non-ciliated, the structure is it is formed of columnar cells which are so crowded that some of them don't reach the free surface, and the presence of nuclei lies at the different level. This gives a fall impression of stratification. Stratification means many layered, but here we have mentioned pseudo. Pseudo means false. So false stratification is because of the different location of the nucleus, but the fact is it is unilayered. So we have classified it as a separate epithelium, that is the pseudostratified. Non-ciliated pseudostratified epithelium is found in male genital tract, like membranous urethra and vas deferens. Also in the large ducts of the glands. Over here the function is in the epididymis. These absorb the testicular fluid which is bathing the spermatozoa. For diagram you have to draw this pink colored diagram, that is the pseudostratified non-ciliated. Then pseudostratified ciliated, in this we include cilia as well as goblet cell, and their location is upper respiratory tract, that is the nasal cavity, trachea and the bronchi. The function of this kind of epithelium is secretion of the mucus in the trachea, and the mucociliary elevator traps the foreign debris and pathogens as it passes down the trachea, while the cilia beats upwards, pushing the mucus towards the pharynx to be swallowed. Then the third type is stratified epithelium. Stratified means many layers of the cells are present for protection. Stratified squamous contains 5 to 30 layers having clear wavy basement membrane. And see the structure, the basal cells of tall columnar cells with basal oval nuclei. These are found attached to the basement membrane with the help of hemidesmosome. Then this basal layer acts as a germinal layer which is mitotically active. Above the basal layer we find the polygonal cells. Polygonal means multi-layered, so you have to draw multi-layered cells, multi-sided cells like this, hexagon, pentagon, octagon, and in the center you put the nucleus. Then this polygonal cells, these are lying in approximately 4 to 6 layers of the cells. Above the polygonal cells we have the flattened cell, that is simple squamous cell. That is why it is named as stratified squamous. If it is simple stratified squamous, non-keratinized, then there is no need for drawing this horny layer, that is the layer of dead cells. If it is keratinized stratified squamous, then you have to draw this horny layer also. And this is found in skin. Stratified squamous, keratinized, is found in skin. See, this is the diagram for non-keratinized. Here we have no horny layer. So there are two types of stratified squamous epithelium: keratinized, non-keratinized. Non-keratinized is found in the oral cavity, in the esophagus, cornea, and keratinized is found in the skin, external ear and the nose. For both these locations the function is same, that is protection and secretion. Now second type is the transitional epithelium. It is found in the urinary passages like renal pelvis, ureter, urinary bladder, urethra, and here it is known as urothelium. The structure is in the relaxed state. It presents the basal epithelium, that is made up of the basal columnar cells, which is similar to the simple squamous epithelium, stratified squamous. So this is the basal epithelial. Then above that we have 3 to 4 layers of polyhedral cells. So this is polyhedral cell layer, and above that the topmost layer is the dome shaped cells. In this you have to draw umbrella shaped cells with some cells which are having two nucleus, that is binucleated cells are found in this epithelium. In the stretched state, when the passage is, that is the urinary bladder or pelvis, is full, then it forms only 2 to 3 layers of a simple squamous cell. That is why it is named as transitional, because of its ability to change its thickness. So there is transition in its shape. Then the function over here is protection. So this is the histological view of the transitional epithelium. Now the related clinical anatomy of this topic is metaplasia. Metaplasia means there is transformation of one type of tissue into another because of injury. So for example, there is a epithelium known as pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium in the respiratory passages, and due to smoking, heavy smoking, it can lead to change in its shape and structure, and it is changed to simple squamous epithelium. So in this there is change in the structure of the epithelium. This is known as metaplasia. Next is atrophy. Atrophy means shrinkage in the cell or shrinkage in the size of the cell. That is why it will lead to shrinkage in the size of the organ. This is known as atrophy. It is because of decreased workload or inadequate nutrition or diminished blood supply or aging, pressure, etc. Then these are the questions related to this topic which can be important for exams, like write short note on simple squamous epithelium. So in this question you have to mention about its structure, its location and function, and also draw the related diagram. And for the diagram we use pink color for the cytoplasm and purple color for the cell nucleus. Then the second question is metaplasia, which we have discussed right now just in the applied. Then this exercise, this is the exercise. For this you have to draw all the types of epithelium in this kind, and also there are two columns given over here. These columns includes the location and function. So in the first column you write the location, and in the second column you write the function for all the epithelium. This is the exercise for you for your files. So this completes our topic, the epithelium. Thank you.